When the news broke, the basketball world stopped in shock. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing, a star player suspended after a brutal on-court moment that left Caitlin Clark at the center of a disturbing controversy. The footage spread like wildfire, replayed thousands of times across social media, and it's got everyone talking. How could something like this even happen in such a high-stakes game? It all started in what was supposed to be just another intense matchup. The energy was high, the crowd was roaring, and every possession felt like it could swing the momentum. But then, in a split second, everything changed. A heated exchange, a reckless move, and suddenly the spotlight wasn't on the scoreboard anymore, it was on Caitlin Clark, who found herself on the receiving end of a shocking act that no one saw coming. The moment played out in front of thousands of fans live, and millions more who caught the replays later. At first, people thought it was just a hard foul, one of those aggressive plays you see in basketball when emotions run high. But slow-motion replay told a completely different story. This wasn't just contact. It was violent. It was personal. It was the kind of move that instantly crossed the line between competitiveness and something far more disturbing. Caitlin Clark, known for her resilience and composure on the court, tried to shake it off, but you could see it in her face, the shock, the frustration, and the fire. She's been through tough games before, she's been targeted before, but this was different. Fans gasped, commentators struggled to find words, and the arena seemed to freeze as everyone processed what had just gone down. Then came the fallout. The officials reviewed the play, the crowd buzzed with anticipation, and when the announcement was made, the place erupted. The player responsible was suspended, and rightfully so. But the damage had already been done. The conversation wasn't about the game anymore. It wasn't about the points, the stats, or even the outcome. It was about Caitlin Clark, about the dangerous line that had been crossed, and about what this means for the future of the sport. Social media blew up immediately. Clips of the incident racked up millions of views within hours. Fans voiced their outrage. Some defended the move as just part of the game, while others demanded accountability, saying this kind of behavior has no place in basketball, especially when a player of Caitlin Clark's stature is involved. Hashtags trended, debates sparked, and even former players and analysts chimed in, calling it one of the most disturbing moments they'd seen in years. And here's the thing, Caitlin Clark has always been a lightning rod for attention. She's a superstar, a competitor, and someone who raises the level of every game she's in. But that spotlight also comes with a target on her back. Opponents know that if they can rattle her, if they can get physical, they might have a shot at throwing her off her rhythm. But there's a difference between playing tough and going too far, and this incident proved exactly where that line is drawn. What makes this so disturbing isn't just the act itself, it's the message it sends. When young players are watching, when fans are tuning in expecting to see the beauty of the game, and instead they see violence, it shakes people. It makes them question what's acceptable and what's not. And for Caitlin Clark, who has already carried so much pressure on her shoulders, this was just another brutal reminder of how much the spotlight can cost. Even after the suspension was announced, the debates raged on. Was the punishment enough? Should it have been longer? Did the league send a strong enough message? And what about Caitlin Clark? How does she bounce back from something like this? She's tough, no doubt about it. She's proven time and time again that she can handle adversity. But still, you can't ignore the fact that this incident was more than just a hard foul. It was personal, it was dangerous, and it left everyone disturbed. In the days that followed, the video continued to circulate. Sports shows replayed it again and again, analysts broke it down frame by frame, and fans flooded comment sections with anger, disbelief, and support for Caitlin Clark. Her name dominated headlines. Every conversation seemed to circle back to the same point: this wasn't just a basketball play. This was something else entirely. And yet, through it all, Caitlin Clark showed exactly why she's one of the most respected players in the game. She didn't lash out, she didn't escalate, she kept her composure, even when the world was watching her every move. That kind of resilience is what separates her. It's what makes her not just a star, but a role model. Because while one player's actions crossed the line, Caitlin Clark reminded everyone what true professionalism looks like. This story isn't just about a suspension. It's about the bigger picture, the respect of the game, the safety of the players, and the responsibility that comes with being in the spotlight. And if there's one thing fans took away from this disturbing moment, it's that Caitlin Clark continues to be the face of the sport for a reason. She takes the hits, she endures the targeting, and still, she rises above it all. But make no mistake, this incident will be remembered. It will be talked about for years, replayed as a cautionary tale of what happens when emotions boil over and boundaries are crossed. And for Caitlin Clark, it's yet another chapter in a career that's already defined by overcoming challenges, silencing doubters, and proving time and time again that nothing can keep her down. The game may have ended, but the conversation is far from over. Fans want answers, they want accountability, and above all, they want to make sure something like this never happens again. Because Caitlin Clark deserves better. The game deserves better. And if there's one lesson from this disturbing incident, it's that respect for the sport, and for the players who give everything to it, must always come first.